Hey, add automation gadgets to my shopping list.
Alright, I've added it to your shopping list.
Hi, I'm Stu from Hive Mind Automation, and welcome to the Hive. In this video, I'm going to open this box that arrived last week from Apple. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, so let's get started. About 6 or 7 weeks ago, I ordered an Apple HomePod Mini, and it's been on back order since then because they were pretty popular at launch. Now that it's arrived, I'm looking forward to getting it set up and testing it out. And I'm planning a 3-way comparison video in the future to compare the 3 main players in the smart speaker lineup: the Amazon Echo Dot, the Google Nest Mini, and obviously the Apple HomePod Mini. Now, the first thing I notice whenever I unbox an Apple product is the thought that goes into the packaging. This brown shipping box is pretty plain, but if you look closely, there's a pull tab here to quickly open the perforations around the center line of the box. And then we can pull the 2 halves apart to get to the inner black box, which actually looks really quite cool. The box is smaller than I had anticipated, but it is the HomePod Mini, so obviously it's going to be a bit small. Now we can just separate the 2 parts of the inner box, and we have inside here obviously the HomePod Mini itself, with the very nice braided cable attached to it, which is a USB-C power point on there. And I'll undo this cable wrap, and I will peel off this sticker on the bottom, which reveals a nice 2-tone black Apple logo on there. And also in the box here, if I pull up here, so we've got some details about our warranty, quick start guides, and we've got an Apple sticker in here. And we have a USB Type-C power adapter, and that is a 20-watt power adapter, so that would be the same as what is included with the new iPad Pro. So first impressions as I look at the HomePod Mini, it's about the size of my fist, or a very large apple, pun intended. And this fabric on the outside feels really nice. It's really premium. And the braiding on this cable is beautiful as well. I mean, it's an Apple product, so the build quality is always going to be on point. The look and feel is really quite cool, and there's this black circle on top with plus and minus, which is presumably for volume, and I believe there's a light show that happens behind here when you summon Siri. Now I've popped the HomePod Mini over here next to the Amazon Echo Dot. This is the 3rd generation Echo Dot. We also have a Google Nest Mini here as well, and obviously the Apple HomePod. Now the HomePod Mini, I believe, is very similar to the 4th generation, the new version of the Amazon Echo Dot. I don't have one of the new generation just yet to test out or to do a point of comparison. But looking at the difference between the 3, I do actually quite like this round shape, the slightly bulkier shape. It does look a bit more substantial, and I think it fits in with decor in this kind of charcoal color as well. Now, it is worth mentioning here that the Echo Dot 3rd generation does retail for a price of $39. The Google Nest Mini is currently available for $59, and the Apple HomePod costs $149. So you do pay a premium price for the Apple device. Whether or not that's worth it is going to be personal preference. So now that I've got it out of the box, I'm going to take the power adapter and plug it in there, and I'm going to plug it in over here. Okay, so I've turned the power on, and now we're waiting for the HomePod Mini to come up. Apparently it can take about 5 seconds. Okay, and it's played a bass note that's got quite a surprising amount of bass for such a small speaker. And we see on my phone screen here that we've got HomePod Mini. So I'm going to tap Setup. What room is the HomePod in? And for now, I will put it in the dining room. And I'll hit Continue. HomePod can recognize your voice, so let's turn on Recognize My Voice, and we can do personal requests. So use Siri on HomePod to access your messages, reminders, calendar events, and more when the phone is nearby and your voice is recognized. So let's turn that on. And Siri for everyone. So Siri can recognize the voices of each person in this home to provide access to their own music, reminders, calendar, and more. Members in the Home app will receive a notification after HomePod is set up. Cool. So we'll hit Continue. We will agree to the terms and conditions, and we will transfer the settings to this iPod. And so now what we need to do is center the HomePod in the frame, and there's this light on top, and it actually found it before I was even near it. And it's playing a tone now and setting it up.
Hi, I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, hey. Let's get started. Say, hey. What can you do?
What can you do?
I can do lots of things, like turn on the lights, give you a news update, and tell you about the weather. Now you try. Say, hey. Play some music.
Play some music.
Sure. Here's some music picked just for you.
So now that it's set up, we'll run through a couple of the features. Now the HomePod Mini acts as an AirPlay speaker, so we can stream audio from our phone, our iPad, or our laptop to the HomePod, and we can also use Handoff to pass music from the phone to the HomePod. So to let me demonstrate that now. So over on my iPad here, which I'm not screen recording because it doesn't work when we're trying to play music, I've got my music app open. I'm going to start playing some royalty-free music because I don't want a copyright strike. And then I'm going to start airplaying to the HomePod Mini. So playing from the iPad here. And now tap the AirPlay, and I'm going to tap on dining room speakers. So this is now. So this is now playing from the HomePod Mini, and surprisingly good bass for such a tiny speaker. So something else we can do if we're playing music on our phone, for example, is we can tap our phone on the HomePod Mini, and it's going to start playing the music that we're playing on our phone on the HomePod Mini. And we can also use our phone to control the volume, etc. of the HomePod Mini. Something else worth mentioning is if we pop over to our Home app now, what we should see in the home is we've now got Intercom. So you can now reach everyone in your home even when you're away, and how to do that. So if we hit Continue, choose when Intercom notifications are delivered to this phone, and I'll click on Anywhere because that way someone can use the Intercom when I'm away to communicate with me to my phone, and we can choose who can use Intercom from the Home app. So anyone with remote access can use Intercom to communicate with other members of the home straight from their personal device. And I'll turn on both switches, both for me and my partner, and we'll hit continue. So now if we go back to the Home app, we can see this wave icon in the top right hand corner. Welcome to the Hive. And we can tap done. Welcome to the Hive. And that played on the HomePod Mini after I said it. So that is pretty cool. Now, this should also work with other iOS and iPad OS devices that are connected using family sharing. So what we should be able to do is go the other way. Intercom, welcome to the Hive.
Okay, Intercom to everyone in.
And we get an alert on our phone saying listen to Intercom from dining room, and we can tap that and it will play that back. Now this should also work from any Siri enabled device. So I should be able to go from my watch, Intercom, welcome to the Hive.
Okay, Intercom to everyone in.
Welcome to the Hive. And that's played on the HomePod. Fantastic. So Intercom works great. This is actually a really good feature. It's very similar to using something like the announce feature with the Amazon Echo, or I believe the Google Home ecosystem has a similar feature as well. But I really quite like Apple's implementation, and because we can use Siri to invoke that Intercom from any of the devices, I think it's a little bit more complete across the full ecosystem there. So that will be really nice to play with a little bit further. There are many other features of the HomePod Mini. Obviously, we can summon Siri and use it to control our HomeKit enabled accessories, as well as the other usual things we can do with Siri. There are some additional smarts built into the HomePod to ensure that it distinguishes between users in the home as well. So it should be able to tell the difference between you asking Siri a question and your partner. And I do look forward to testing that out. And as I mentioned in my HomeKit video, HomePod Mini will be automatically configured as a home hub for controlling HomeKit accessories, including those that are passed through from Home Assistant with the HomeKit integration. Another thing you can do with HomePod Mini is get a second one and configure them as a stereo pair to improve your music listening experience. Now, depending on how I go with this one, I may be looking at doing that in the future. In summary, I'm very excited about adding HomePod Mini to our home. I definitely look forward to playing with the Intercom feature and using Handoff to play music from my phone to the HomePod. While the HomePod Mini may be significantly more expensive than the competition, if you are as deeply entrenched in the Apple ecosystem as my family, I think it's worth the pricing premium over the others. The sound quality, while it doesn't blow your mind, it is absolutely fantastic in comparison to the other units, and being able to use Siri while cooking or washing the dishes will be nice as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Share it with your friends and family. And if you're looking for more content like this, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell icon when you do. Lastly, my videos are not sponsored, so if you'd like to support the channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description down below. Contributions through Buy Me a Coffee get put back into making more and better content for you to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Stu from HiveMind Automation, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.